those evil, ganged up sheep with the tattoos.
Cigarettes rolled up in their sleeves.
Boy, are we old.
We're in Mailbag.
Oh, good.
First thing I need you to do is say hello to Adam Thielen.
Hello, Adam, you old Thielen, you. Why do I know that name?
Played for the Vikings.
That Adam Thielen?
No. I misread the name. It's Adam Thiessen.
Same thing.
We're going with it. I hope you can catch a football, Adam, but other than that, we don't care.
Have you ever once caught a football? That's close enough for us.
Have you thought about catching a football? Just let us know anywhere you happen to see or hear the show. You also have to say hello to Matt Duff.
Duff's beer.
I'm hoping he's going to make that Skittlebrow.
Oh, Skittlebrow.
And give me a 6-pack of Duffs and a pack of Skittles. So he's just, both of those guys were just signed on to see our crap.
Oh, I had hope for them up till then.
Yeah, really. Things kind of went sideways.
I'd like to say welcome, but we've been prohibited from doing that legally, so hi.
Well, it's only because the police had something to say about it.
And I don't understand it. I mean, how can you have a restraining order when you're on the internet?
They come to us. It's not like...
That's what we tried to tell them, but no.
We're not intruding.
Our attorney from Dewey, Cheatham & Howe lost big.
In Oakland, California's Chinatown neighborhood, business owners are facing thousands of dollars in fines.
Why?
From the city. For?
Money, I'm guessing.
Yeah, well, yeah, but for graffiti on their properties.
What?
It's California's Chinatown. Oakland, California.
You know
Chinatown.
What? California is a weird state.
They are bizarre.
The scary part is by the time my great-grandchildren wander the earth, California might be normal again because it's bleeding people.
Shirley Luo, manager of Waukee Supermarket, excuse me.
Try that again.
Supermarket.
Thank you.
Owes $3,000, including late fees, for not cleaning up graffiti fast enough. Despite efforts to paint over the tags, taggers keep returning, leaving merchants feeling unfairly penalized as victims of vandalism they can't control. Duh. Talk about blaming the victim.
Well, it's what we do.
Good grief. The city requires property owners to remove graffiti quickly, calling it a public nuisance, but offers no financial help. Local leaders, including the Oakland Chinatown Improvement Council, are pushing the city to focus on catching taggers.
Huh?
Catching taggers.
Really? If you're a good tagger, you should play baseball.
Right. Instead of fining businesses. This is proof to me that
Oakland
anything done by a committee is automatically suspect. Right?
Duh. This is a question?
Well, yeah, I guess so.
No, I agree with you. Anything done by a committee should not be done. Does that include like councils of the cities and states and things?
Yeah. The mayor, our mayor here in Blaine did something interesting.
Oh boy.
We've got it's new and under development, a downtown Blaine. You won't be surprised. It's right next to the soccer fields being built. And one of the first pieces that went in on one corner was a pizza restaurant owned by the mayor of our
town. Robbinsdale beat. They're using prime real estate downtown to put up a block building to house their internet stuff. Not the city. A company is going to take prime real estate in the business district to
put a block building.
Yeah, for wires, and nobody will be there. It's just where they're going to put the equipment for internet stuff.
Oh.
Yep. If I told you half the stories that went on in Robbinsdale, I'd need an attorney because they would sue me. I'd still win.
Well, but I think we can call all of these guys by my new German word.
What's your new German word?
Dünnpfiff-Pilot.
Yeah.
Dünnpfiff-Pilot. Yeah, Dünnpfiff-Pilot.
Okay.
It describes someone who's utterly incompetent.
See, my mom had a shorter one. Doomkopf.
Yeah, well, that's dumb head.
Idiot in rough translation.
Well, yeah, but Schweinhund is also there, pig dog. But this is...
See, I never understood that because
This is-
a pig dog would be cool. It's your pet, and if times are tough, dinner.
Doomfifth pilot
Dog is a great meal if it's prepared.
means
well.
diarrhea pilot.
Huh?
Diarrhea pilot.
Okay, that does work too. I got to tell
I'm
you
thinking we like this.
that works too.
Oh, Doomfifth pilot. That's my two craps for today.
I just have lists, so I'll share one.
Okay.
These are like food facts.
Okay.
Ketchup was used as a medicine in the 1800s.
I guess I remember hearing something about
In
that.
the 1830s, a ketchup recipe was actually created to treat indigestion and diarrhea.
Hello.
Hey!
I think we should use it on our Doomfifth pilots.
Could fix some mayors, we know.
Yeah.
Tonic water will glow in the dark because of its quinine content.
That's true.
The worst thing is now?
The taste of the quinine.
I want to buy a bottle of quinine water just to see if it glows.
We bought one time to taste it. Remember over at KS AM?
We did, and it was awful.
It's terrible. Who?
It had quinine in it.
Big problem.
Dorito is a Spanish word that means
Small chip.
little golden things.
I was close.
So I guess it could mean some teeth or something too. Pepperoni is the most common pizza topping.
My favorite top that I wear when I'm dancing.
Pepperoni?
Golden things.
Ew. Pepperoni is the most common pizza topping. Nope. Ew. I'm guessing pineapple would be the least popular, except among a small minority of people who are wrong.
You know, I'd like to say that there's a common myth that is being perpetrated upon men and women, for that matter.
Well, that would be all of us.
That if your spouse is not feeling good, all you have to do is show them your boobs.
Wild salmon are pink
And got mad
because their diet is full of
at me.
fish. I'm
Yeah.
just going right on. Alaska grows the largest vegetables because of the length of the sunshine there, about 20 hours a day, but only for half the year.
Mm-hmm.
It can take over. This is why I found it interesting.
Yep.
It can take over 400 licks to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop.
It was 3 when we were kids.
Yeah, but the owl cheated because he bit it.
Owls bite.
You know how
all the
owls
time.
are. They're cheaters.
That's right.
They're almost always 10 segments in an orange slice, so now I'm going to have to check.
Oh.
Most expensive pizza ever made cost $12,000.
Did it have gold things spinning around?
I hope so. Pretzels used to be made at weddings because they were considered a symbol of love.
They were.
Now they're eaten at bars because they're considered a snack.
And if all the salt makes you more thirsty, you buy more beer.
Is that why?
It's one of the reasons I've heard.
Bananas,
You should know, Mr. Bartender, sir.
Bananas are berries.
Yes.
Strawberries aren't, technically.
What are strawberries?
I don't know. They say they just don't meet the botanical definition of a berry. I'm sure there are negotiations underway.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, Americans eat about 13 pounds of bananas a year.
That makes sense. I love bananas.
This was disappointing. All Fruit Loops have the same flavor. Doesn't matter their color. So now I'm going to have to buy a few boxes of Fruit Loops, see if that's true.
Exactly, because I distinctly remember tasting yellow ones.
It says fruit, so we know that it's a health food.
Yeah, exactly.
Green gummy bears are not apple flavored. They're strawberry flavored, and they're not a berry.
How about the banana flavored ones?
They are a berry.
Okay, that's good.
They're
Raymond?
very, very good.
Raymond Berry. Remember him as Ironside?
I do. Because by the time I was old enough to pay attention, Perry Mason was reruns.
Yep. Used to watch it.
Reruns, for those of you that don't know, in the old days when you had 3, 4 working channels on your television. Oh, you had all the channels listed, 1 through 12.
And then UHF came in a little later. They allowed some UHF.
But we only
frequency.
had, for the most part, we had Channel 4, CBS.
Yeah.
Channel 5, which in those days was NBC.
Yes.
Channel 11 in those
ABC.
days was the Independent.
Oh, you're right. And 9 was ABC.
And Channel 9 was the weak sister as ABC.
Yeah.
And then Channel 2 was the stuff we all pay for but don't watch. I do have a question, by the way, about public television.
Go ahead.
Every time I watch something on it, they keep telling me how the government's going to cut all its funding and they won't be able to do what they do anymore.
Ian and I were just talking about this.
And yet they tell me it's only 1% of their budget.
They argue both sides of this BS. They're a lying bunch of clowns. It's only 1 or 2%. It's not that much. Oh no, disaster. They're taking away our 1 or 2%. Now, to be fair,
I just watched that, by the way.
Did you finally?
No, not that.
Oh.
No. I watched The Wizard of Oz again.
Oh, okay.
For if I were the king of the forest.
You'd make such a...
Not a prince, not a duke.
So, here's the...
I still love the part. It was odd because I watched it on TCM. I streamed it.
Oh, sure.
No commercials.
Yeah.
The reason this movie is so well known is because of every year it would be on one of the networks.
Correct.
Every year for like 102 years.
Yep.
And there's a scene where they first meet the wizard, where the wizard says something snippy to the lion, who's suddenly frightened out of it, goes running down this long hall, jumps out a window.
Yes.
I still love that scene. And then I wait for the commercial because right after he jumped through the window, there's always a commercial break.
Yep.
Yeah.
You could go to the bathroom or get a snack.
Not if you stream it. Anyway, the other weird part is I found a lot of stuff from New Zealand, which I thought was different.
Okay.
By the way, it's the most southern of the tropical islands.
Hey, before you finish that, I got to tell you, though, the other, to be fair thing that we were talking about before, where public broadcasting says, it's only 1 or 2%, it's not much, and then they scream bloody murder when it gets cut.
Yeah.
For
and show commercials.
Local
and
stations,
want me to give them money.
For local stations, it can be 8 or 10%, which is not nothing, but it's not going to kill them. They could just sell another, what do they call it? They sell another ad. They've got ads going on anyway.
They're not
sell
ads,
another ad.
They call them something else, but yes.
Yeah, underwriting statements or
even
something.
Even if you watch their passport thing, their streaming thing.
Yeah.
You get at least 2, now 3 of them. Usually you get 1 or 2. Now they have 3 because the last one's always, they're trying to take away all our money and we'll no longer have, weird stuff to show you along with 3 or 4 good things.
And it's all an absolute hoax.
So, as I'm looking for things, I found a few things from
New Zealand.
I'll share a couple on Tuesday.
Aren't they the southernmost of the tropical
islands? They are
islands?
the southernmost, and they are home to Lydia Ko, one of my favoriteest golfers.
Okay.
Mostly because she's little and very good.
We like little.
She was in her time, twice now in her time, a force of freaking nature on a golf course. The unofficial national fruit of New Zealand is
kiwi.
You would think, wouldn't you?
It is, isn't it?
No. It's a fruit that's not even native to the country. It's South American. And it isn't exclusively found in New Zealand. So no, it's not the kiwi. One of the several fruits, like with peaches, that you have to shave before you eat it.
I eat them whole. I like the husk.
The feijoa.
Spell it.
Pineapple guava. Does that ring a bell?
Pineapple guava.
Feijoa. Feijoa.
Okay, I can go with that.
It's known as pineapple guava elsewhere.
Okay.
A grained, perfumed oval with a polarizing taste. You can buy them in Canberra, California, yet no country has embraced the feijoa with quite the fervor of the New Zealanders. Maybe they feed it to their sheep.
Well, if there's a lot of them, they'd better grow wild very nicely.
It's kind of like our raspberry patch out back. It's got a limited growing time and a limited shelf life. So when it does its thing,
eat it. Yep.
Yeah. I'll share other New Zealand stuff Tuesday.
One final thing.
Yes.
in honor of one of our regular and earliest subscribers to this version of This Is True Really News.
There's another version?
Well, let's see. When did we start it? We started at KMOM.
We did. Never mind.
All those years ago, and terrestrial radio did it. It was the biggest, most listened to thing on net radio for a long time. And then we've done several iterations afterwards. In honor of our friend Patrick Reed.
Lottie.
Our man from Liverpool.
Our mom from Liverpool.
And the Liverpool Reds. They tore up the league this year.
So they're not a Marxist group.
No.
Okay.
They're a soccer team.
Oh.
And they are Patrick's favorite. And they tore up the league. And I'll tell you all about it next week.
Here's a tease.
Moving on.
Do we have comments?
Actually, we do have comments. We can't move on. Damn it.
It's kind of why we're here in the first place.
We only have
just do
two.
this other stuff to make it longer.
Apropos, This Is True Really News Mailbag, episode 179.
We've done 179 mailbags?
Yeah.
Wow.
From Old Fat Man.
Dude.
Regarding shapes. As you were gotten into that thing about round is a shape.
And somebody told me once, no, it's not. Circle is a shape.
Are circles not round?
That's what I said. He just gave me that condescending huff and walked away.
Regarding shapes.
I thought it was a win.
Cylindrical in places.
Yeah, I could go with that.
I'm guessing not all the time.
Arms, maybe.
Uh-huh.
Don't.
And also, apropos, This Is True Really News, episode 960.
We've done over 960 episodes?
Yeah.
What is wrong with us?
This one from a completely different guy, Old Fat Man. The story you did about the Bible, that illegal printing you said?
Yes.
Didn't have church sanction?
Yep.
That Bible story. Holy cow, what a find.
Yep.
I mean, if it was me, I would probably crap myself, and then I wouldn't want to touch it without special gloves, a mask,
yeah. Which
lighting,
I'm sure
temperature,
they do
humidity controls.
have to have it in like a safe area. Yep.
Just wow.
I know, to find stuff that old,
oh man,
intact, that's amazing to me.
Especially, that you can handle it. I'd be afraid to touch it.
Especially because it's illegal. I mean, most of them in those days would end up in a bonfire.
Here on page 742, there's a typo. It says Jeebus.
And we're back to The Simpsons again. That wasn't bad.
Moving on again.
Still.